Stay connected at urbanmusicreport.com for the hottest music features and videos, fashion reports, sports stories, entertainment news, and technology updates at urbanmusicreport.com. Stay connected.
Good afternoon and welcome to RCR Presents Real Discussions. I'm your host for today, Michelle Dawes-Burt, and I always say it, but it's always true. I am very excited to be here. Look at these beautiful people in the back. They are so excited to be here as well. They were here so early. I can't wait to talk to them. But before we get into that, I wanted to talk to, let you guys know a little bit about what Real Chicks Rock is all about. We are all about empowering women, and we do it through various different ways. We do it through our T-shirt line. Show them Lisa. Lisa's wearing a T-shirt today. Yeah. We're doing it through the T-shirt, our apparel line. We do it through community service. We do it through mentoring and public speaking, and we do it through the arts, which is lately is becoming one of my favorite vehicles between having the opportunity to be here live on Instinct Radio to talk to you every first and third Sunday at 2 p.m. and to give back through dance, through DJing, through artistry. And today, as you can see, we got some art in the place to be. So I have some beautiful ladies here, both inside and out, who are going to share with us why they're so passionate about being a visual artist. And so we're going to get right into that right away. So without further ado, ladies, hi.
Hello.
They are happy to be here. A little nervous, but we're here. Phyllis, tell the people who you are.
Okay, you just told us. No, I'm just kidding. Well, I'm better known as the boss lady.
The boss lady.
The artist.
The artist.
And, okay, what else you want to know?
What do you do during the day? What's your daytime profession?
My everyday job, I am a master barber and natural hair care style.
Okay.
And in the evening, if I'm relaxed enough, I usually am a visual artist.
Okay. All right, we're going to talk a little bit more about that.
Okay.
Then next up, Lisa Lee. Tell the people a little bit about yourself, Lisa.
Hello, everybody. Lisa Lee. I am a visual artist also and a musician. I just kind of doing my thing day to day. During the day,
yes,
I'm an IT specialist.
Okay.
So.
And she's a nerd. She calls herself a nerd. She's an IT nerd, so she says. That's what she says. So, ladies, let's talk a little bit about why this and how you got here. So I know some of your stories just because I know you guys individually. Phyllis, I've known a little bit longer than Lisa. Lisa and I have just recently fallen in love. We met, we fell in love, and now we're here. But I am inspired by what you guys do. So I want to talk a little bit about that, and we're going to share that with the audience today. So I'm going to start with you, Phyllis. When did you take on this initiative, or when did you know you were a visual artist? When did it hit you?
Well, let's travel back.
Okay.
When I was about 3 years old,
wow,
my mother would tell you if she was here today, I would just be in the corner doodling.
Wow.
So I would say I knew right then.
Yeah.
I couldn't express it.
So
3 years.
So you've been doing it, doodling in the corner, just drawing, just scratching, and then people say, wow, that's really nice. Was it that people could relate to it right away, or was just your interpretations of things? How was it for you at 3?
Well, because I couldn't communicate, and actually, I was pretty much a shy person, so I would just let my doodles express themselves, but I used to get judged by it.
Really?
Put out of the classroom.
Really?
Yes. Because I have a short attention span, but I would find myself doodling and drawing.
Wow.
And also, I would take note, I'm left-handed, but I actually can use both. So, again, in elementary school and learning how to write, my teachers were like, no, you're not supposed to do that. So
they try to stifle the creativity since you were young. Interesting stuff. Lisa, how long have you been a visual artist? She's laughing because she knows I know the answer. Yes, Lisa, tell everybody.
Yeah, I know you know the answer. I don't have to go back very far. It's not, it's not 3 years old. The earliest memory of being or doing anything art-wise was junior high, high school. You know, everyone took the normal art class in high school as electives, whatever. I did draw a lot as a teenager. I would draw on everything. Any paper that I found at home, my mom's bills, whatever.
Not the bills. She said the bills.
I know she was like, I need you to pay them joints after you draw on them. Go ahead and pay them up. No. But as I grew and I got in the military, I got married, you know, life, you know, kind of did its thing, and I kind of dropped all that. It's just recently, I mean, as recently as last year, when I picked it back up, all on pretty much a whim.
Just went for it.
Yeah, pretty much. One of my friends is a good friend here in Atlanta, and her birthday's the day after mine, and we had been talking for a few years, talking about we're going to do something together on our birthday. It never happened until last year, and we went to one of those places where you can bring all your girlfriends and paint and whatnot.
Sip and draw and booze in the bag. Right. Bring your own booze.
Got our booze, drinking and stuff. So after it was over, you know, we compared our art. She's like, why is yours so much better? I don't know. I think I'm artistic. I don't know. If I remember right. So I started drawing after that for a few months, and then eventually I got my first commission piece in November last year.
Wow.
So I've just been doing it for probably 7-8 months.
Just rolling.
Maybe.
Just rolling now.
Gift from God.
Just say truly a gift. So as you guys, because you guys have the passion was there. I think it was for Lisa, it was a little bit dormant because of life, her choices in life. Yours, for you, Phyllis, people kind of looked at you like that's not the time or the place to do it, so they try to stifle you in doing that. As a young person drawing, and you realize you have this passion, who did you draw inspiration from at that time? Was there any other artists that you saw doing what you do and you said, I want to be like that, or no?
Well, for me, my inspiration was my grandmother, because I remember my first actual sculpture piece. I think I was maybe about 10 or 11. It was of Dr. Martin Luther King.
Wow. And
my grandmother put it on her wall, and, you know, she marveled over it, and so did I. So that was, I guess you could say, my first take on, like, I really want to do this, because, you know, I wanted to please her.
Right.
But in high school, that's when I began to express myself all over the place.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, nonstop.
Yeah.
Okay. Has it always been abstract, kind of, the way that it is today?
Actually, no. I was self-taught. Well, I guess you could say self-taught, natural, creativity. But actually, wasn't until I got to college that I realized that I didn't paint or draw people the way you see it. Actually, I was not a Xerox copy. So I found myself as an artist when I transferred to go to Western Kentucky University. And I was the only black female in a class of all Caucasians.
Wow.
And they painted and drawed everything that looked alike.
Right.
So, myself and this guy who was from Paris, we did things using the geometric shapes.
Okay.
And I noticed we started to get a lot of attention on our color and texture and all that. So at that point, I was like, okay, this is me. I'm just going to express myself. But Picasso is my famous artist.
Okay. Why him? Why him?
Because he could take a bicycle seat and just turn it into something that will provoke your imagination. Or he pretty much used a lot of colors, and he was very two-dimensional. He was very expressive.
Okay. Lisa, for you, who inspired you? When you first started, when you knew you could draw or be an artist, where did you draw from your inspiration? Where did it come from?
I was trying to think of what I was going to say because I knew you were going to ask me that. And I'm like, okay, so let me pick somebody good. But I'm not gonna do that.
Don't front.
I'm not gonna front like that. I actually don't.
That's fine.
Have really any. I think the inspiration comes from within. Actually,
okay. Okay.
Whatever inspires me, whatever catches my eye.
Mm-hmm.
My specialty, I would say at the moment, is portraiture. I love drawing people and faces, and and it's not a Xerox copy, but it, not to toot my own horn. It's kind of close. But I don't. I kind of take inspiration. I do have. I follow a lot of other artists on social media and on the internet. So every once in a while, I'll kind of think to myself, "Wow, that would be kind of great to do." So I don't really have that one, inspirational person. It just comes when it does.
Okay. So when you started, it was always people, or did you do other things first when you first got started?
As a teenager, I just kind of drew whatever, and it's kind of still the same. I like doing portraits because I love doing. They say the eyes are something about the soul. What's that?
The eyes are the window to your soul.
Windows to the soul.
Yes.
I love doing eyes and faces and things like that, just to capture particular looks or things like that. But I can pretty much draw anything.
Is that a dare? That's a dare.
Oh, I'll take it.
That's a dare.
I accept a dare. So, I have yet to do a lot of things. Like I said, I just started painting about 8 months ago.
No.
So, right at the I'm right at the beginning, but I love the journey already.
No.
I love it already.
8 months and you're doing this. Can you guys see this Prince pic? Yeah, that's Lisa's. That Prince. That's 8 months. That's what she says. I don't believe it. 8 months.
Yeah.
No, that is a passion that you've had.
Natural.
Yeah, you've had a passion for a very long time, and it was very quiet. And now you
it
just
wasn't
like
doing nothing. The passion wasn't doing it. Well, I wasn't doing anything with the passion. When I tell this story, I have to admit that I knew that there was something as a teenager. I didn't quite accept it the way I should have back then. Now I accept. I feel like I've been given a second chance at a very special gift.
Yes.
So I'm not gonna drop it this time. So I'm just gonna go with whatever happens. Or I'm just gonna do whatever inspires me, or I'm gonna try to give it back. You know what I mean?
You are giving it back.
Give it back.
You are giving it back. The thing I always say is, I heard somebody say this a long time ago, and it stuck with me. He said when he checks out of here, he wants to be empty of all gifts, everything. What is the purpose of you having something and you hoard it all to yourself?
Keeping it to yourself.
Right. So you have to. It's going to haunt you. So you have to get to a space that you can release it, but you have to be comfortable with it because we try not to be selfish. We look at it as we're showing off or just trying to put the spotlight on ourselves. But I think as long as you have a humble perspective and you do it from a genuine place, that's how it's going to channel out.
But I will admit,
artists are sensitive about
we
this.
are.
Hold on.
We're going to say the same.
Say it. Go.
Because it comes from your soul, the deepness of you, you're putting your all into it. So we're very sensitive about it as far as revealing. But we do have our cheerleaders.
Yeah.
I mean, going. And to harp on her point, when I first started painting professionally, I didn't want to give my stuff up.
And I did.
I didn't want to get. I was like, I didn't know. They was like, how much is that? It's not for sale. You know what I'm saying? And and then when I finally started selling pieces, I felt like I was selling my children off.
Yeah,
Or something.
one by one.
You know, I'm like, yeah, because some of the pieces that somebody would buy and I never see it again.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
You know, and like she said, our blood, sweat, and
Everything.
tears, and
in
our
it.
soul into this
People
art.
mostly always see the
Yeah.
finished product,
Right.
but they have no idea how you got to the
Right.
point of where it's just a blank canvas.
Right. And how do you face that, Phyllis? Is it just that something strikes you and then you say, I have to express it on a piece of canvas? How do you get your pieces? Because you have a lot of pieces.
Well, I am known as a moody artist.
Moody. Please
very moody.
Please define. What is that?
Okay, it's very broad, but I get asked all the time, how long did it take you to do that piece? I have no idea, because most of the pieces I create are just me and I would say the Most High. So the images come through my dreams.
Wow.
They come through trauma, life experiences, love, relationships. And so all I can say is when I face that blank canvas, is the spirit is coming through my hands like anyone would play an instrument.
Wow. Okay.
That's why I think a lot of times visual artists are misunderstood, because they have no idea what we go through.
What's going through? You would agree, Lisa?
Wholeheartedly, yeah. For sure. I mean, I get asked the same question. Oh my God, how long? Like that Prince is fairly big. You know, that must have took you forever. No, not really.
No.
I mean, sometimes it does.
Yeah.
You know, it's all about that feeling and that, how you feel about that piece.
It's like
And
days
that
for
one,
you.
that particular Prince,
Yes.
Prince and I share a birthday.
Right. Say
So-
it. Say it again, Lisa.
What? June 7th. Gemini in the house. So I wanted to get that one done. I love Prince, and it really affected me some type of way when he passed.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been over a year now, and I was like, all right, our birthday's coming up. I want to really put something new out there for Prince, because I have several Prince pieces on my Facebook page. But this one was one of the a picture I hadn't really never seen before.
Yeah. Yes.
And I was like, man, that's hot.
Very
So,
sexy.
So I did it, and I did it really fairly quickly.
Yeah,
and,
you did.
I was like, I just wanted to get it out there.
Yeah, you did. It looks great. It looks great.
And some stuff would take me forever.
And why is that?
Because maybe I'm not
In the
I'm
mood?
not feeling it
in
as
that
much.
mood.
A lot of commission artists like that is for me. People are like, I want you
They
to draw.
pressure you?
No, it's not pressure. It's just like, when it's something I'm doing for me,
Yeah.
it's easier. Because
Okay.
it's
you.
I'm inspired by that.
Yeah.
I've been inspired by something, and I'm going to put it together.
Right.
If somebody comes and says, I want you to draw a picture of my brother or sister or whatever, and they give me a photo, I can do that with no problem. But I'm not related to these people. I don't know them. I have to get into that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just kind of, I don't even know how to explain it. But,
Takes you to a different place. It's a different place.
It does. And, I have
Not-
to put myself in that place.
Not unless you're asked to do commission work of things that you like to do, like superheroes.
Yeah. Oh, you know me too well. I do like comic books. I grew up with brothers, so the big thing and it was wrestling and comic books. So I like some Wolverine, and Iron Man, and all that stuff. So I love that. I love that kind of stuff.
Great pieces. I commissioned Lisa to do a couple of pieces for my son. Shouts out to Christopher for his birthday.
Big Chris, what's that?
June 4th, and she did this amazing Spider-Man piece and Iron Man, and we're going to come back and commission some more work because every boy needs to have superheroes on his room. And I just thought it was better than doing the actual poster, so to have like real tangible work. It raises his awareness on the artistry of it, because he can touch it and feel it and know someone that did it. And so it may inspire some things inside of him. We're going to take a little break. And when we come back, look at those pieces. It's gorgeous. When we come back, we're going to talk about what inspires you guys and how you got here. All right? So we're going to take a few minutes and we'll be right back.
Attention Medicare beneficiaries. The Center for Medicare Services has officially authorized new benefits Medicare Advantage plans may include. Plans may now include private home aids and rides to medical appointments. Most plans also include dental, vision, hearing, and prescription drug coverage. To get the benefits you deserve, call the Medicare Coverage Helpline now.
Hi, I'm Joe Namath. I called the Medicare Coverage Helpline, and they instantly advised me that I wasn't getting all the benefits I deserve. They explained I could get a plan that includes dental and prescription coverage, as well as the new coverage for private home aids and rides to medical appointments. If you want to find out what you deserve, call the number on your screen now. It's free. You'll be happy you called, I guarantee it.
Call to see if you can save money and get more benefits now. Don't delay. Call now. It's free.
Call 1-800-761-6285. That's 1-800-761-6285 now.
So you've decided to go to college. That's cool. So pop quiz. Which is a better way to earn your degree? Commute to college and fill your gas tank, get stuck in traffic, drive in bad weather, try to find a parking space, walk a half mile to class, or learn online at Independence University. In the park on a bench, on the beach on a towel, or on your couch with your kid. Your campus is wherever you want it to be. You don't go to college. College goes to you. That's independence. That's Independence University. You schedule classes around your schedule, and all your supplies, including a brand new laptop and tablet, are included with tuition. At Independence U, you'll learn from professional instructors with real work experience. You'll get personal support in school and employment assistance when you graduate. Get your degree, but keep your life. That's independence. That's Independence University. So if you're really smart, you'd call now.
Call 1-800-681-2587.
Independence U, for an independent you.
Call 1-800-681-2587.
From my tree. Oh, not today. This time I won't just let you escape from me. Oh, not today.
Stay connected at urbanmusicreport.com for the hottest music features and videos, fashion reports, sports stories, entertainment news, and technology updates at urbanmusicreport.com. Stay connected.
And we're back. Thank you. This is RCR Presents Real Discussions. I'm your host, Michelle Dawes-Bird. Today's topic is the life of a visual artist. This is part 2. Time goes by so fast when you are around people who love what they do. They're very excited about it. They're just tickled pink to be sitting emerged with all their art. And so I'm just honored to have them here today. I wanted to talk to you ladies about, like, how often do you guys paint? Again, I think you guys talked about it's just really inspiration. There's really no time frame, right? But do you guys feel the pressure when there's like a show coming up, or if you want to get some art out? Like, how often do you paint, really? Look at Phyllis. Phyllis is looking at me like,
again, let me say this one more time. I am a moody artist. So it's just like when the feeling hits me.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure.
You're not sure. Okay. Okay. Lisa, same for you?
Well, how often do I paint? Well, it just depends. I do have a day job, so my artistic time was cut back a little bit. So I only have nights and weekends, and it just depends on what I'm doing. If it's something that I'm just really inspired by, I'll paint every day when I get home. If it's not, then I might not.
So, what is there a preference? Is it canvas versus drawing versus oil versus acrylic versus watercolors or water paint? Is there a preference as to what you like? I'll ask Elisa. You have a preference?
I do draw.
Yes.
So I do charcoal and just drawing pencils. But I love to paint. And so Right now, my artwork is more acrylic
Okay.
than oil.
Okay.
I just started 8 months ago. I'm still at it there again.
Right. Right.
So I feel like I'm at one level. I'm at one level. Come on, Michelle. I'm at one level, and I'm ready to go to the next level. So oil may be my next, my next.
It
level,
looks
so.
great.
Thank you.
It
I
looks
appreciate
great. So when you start off, you sketch first?
that. Oh, absolutely. When I paint, I sketch everything.
You sketch everything first,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Which I've seen it, and it looks great when you sketched it. And then when you add color, it's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, I mean, there have been some times where I've sketched it out, and I'm like, wow, I don't even
Yeah.
want to paint that because the sketch looks really good.
Yeah.
But again, I'm just humbled that I have the gift. I'm just humbled by that, 100%.
Awesome. Awesome. Phyllis,
Well, I like to throw paint,
you do.
and I like to use all
that's
different
cool.
mediums.
She says she likes to throw paint. Yeah.
I like to use acrylic.
Yes.
I like spray paint.
Ooh.
I like what else? Markers.
Mm-hmm.
Just everything.
Everything.
Because again, I like to express myself, and I like to feel textures. Like when you see my painting, I want you to go up to it and touch it.
Yeah.
Because my intentions is to provoke something in you other than why I painted it. So presently, I've been using spray paints.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice. Did you bring spray paint today? Any?
I started to.
You should
Oh,
have.
You mean with my painting?
Yeah, with your paintings.
Yeah. So actually, the one over here with the lady with the afro.
Yes.
The title is called 7, and with her, I experimented with spray paint, acrylic, some water paint,
Mm.
and
That's awesome. Why 7? Because I'm thinking a lot of things. Erykah Badu's kid name is 7. 7 Prince had a song named 7. He was born on the 7th. I'm just thinking, wasn't any of that as the motivation or no?
7 is a special number.
Can't be
I
divided.
was born
Definitely.
in July, which is the
7th month. Mm-hmm. I knew it
And
meant something.
in fact, I was born July 4th.
Uh-huh.
But actually, 7 comes from like a spiritual point for me personally.
Okay.
I have like 7 principles that I try to live.
Awesome.
You want me to go down the list? I won't. I'll go in the description later.
No, but I just want to understand why 7 is so spiritually
The 7 P's.
The 7 P's. Give them to me real quick.
The power to dream.
Okay.
You gotta pray, plan, have patience,
Mm-hmm.
be positive,
Okay.
persistent, and chingling, get them coins, profit.
Okay, so she's ready. She got notes. She got notes.
She got
But y'all gotta
Got
keep
no-
on point
Wait a minute.
because I'll be all over the place.
So is
Yeah,
this
no,
is this is this an affirmation you say every day, or is let me ask you this? So based on Lisa's point about sometimes, most cases for visual artists, you guys express yourself, you put all your soul in it. And so it's your child. And so I'm going to ask you, is this one for sale? Would you sell this?
Yes, she is for sale.
Okay.
All of the art.
All of it's for sale.
Except for a couple pieces over here.
Okay, but that one can go.
Yes, 7, she is $350.
Mm-hmm.
But I want you to know a portion of that would go towards different charities.
Gotcha. That you support. That's one thing
That is
about
awesome.
you, Phyllis, that I think why we've gravitated or you've taken a liking to me. You go, real chick. She calls me real chick. She goes, real chick. I like what
Right.
you're doing. I see what you're doing. Phyllis, you're very in tune with the community.
Yes.
You're always wanting to put things back into the community's lives by one way or the other. So it may sound like it's pricey, but you do give proceeds to various different organizations that you believe in and you support.
Right.
Yeah. Awesome. Awesome. That is beautiful. Why an afro? Why Afrocentric? Why?
Well, I feel like the afro for a black woman
Mm-hmm.
is one of the most, well, not just an afro, but her hair is her dome.
Yes.
And seemingly the afro has power.
Yes.
And the strands of your hair, since you know I'm in the hair industry,
Yeah.
are like antennas. You receive energy.
Wow.
So, you know, she's on a spiritual plane.
Wow. Awesome. Awesome. All right. We like that. So you like colors. You got a whole bunch of different things in this one, which is really good. I can see all the different colors and the textures and the styles and that. Do you paint anything bigger, or your portraits typically
Yes, I
this
have
size?
some bigger paintings, but I tend to paint 16 by 20
Okay.
because when I'm in different art shows, you got to transport, and in the past I've had frames broken, art damage, so I just kind of narrow it down to 16 by 20. And I just say this, over my period of time, I got over maybe 100 paintings.
With you
More.
now, or
No,
that
not
you've
with
done?
me, but I've done in my lifetime.
Wow.
I'm just, again, waiting to sell it. I have so much more to express.
Okay. So last year I attended your show. You did have a show, right?
Yes,
last year?
my first solo art show.
Awesome.
At the West End
can't wait
Performing
till I have
Arts
mine.
Center.
Nice. It was a beautiful turnout.
Yes. And I had the opportunity to just have more than an art show. I actually did a performance where I did 2 live paintings and incorporated my barbering gifts and doing a haircut. And those 2 paintings sold.
Awesome. Good. So are there any plans to do another show in 2017?
I would hope so. I'm open again to sell all these paintings because I have a goal. I would like to have a boot camp for the youth or any participants to, you know, teach them how to do
Nice.
art.
Nice. Awesome. Awesome. Lisa,
Yes, ma'am.
talk to me about what you like to draw. You like the charcoal pieces, the colors. Now, have you done a show? Have you been involved in a gallery, an art exhibit or a show yet? Since you're 7, 8 months into the game.
I'm just a baby.
Yeah.
You know, I
Yeah. My engineer. Yeah, tell her, producer, say it again.
what?
Yeah. Yeah, drawing. Yeah, doing big things. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, but those are facts, though. I've only been doing this 8 months. You know, I've only been painting 8 months. I've been drawing for a little bit longer, but I've only been painting for 8 months. I'm sorry, what was the question?
Now, when do you want to be in a gallery? You have a gallery or show coming up?
Well, my first art show was Pancake and Booze.
Okay,
in Atlanta.
last year?
It was this year, earlier this year. They'll be
Oh.
back. So I'll be in Pancake and Booze next month.
Next month.
That was my first art show.
Mm.
Learned a lot
Mm.
that first time around.
Mm.
But I haven't done a solo thing yet, but I hope to.
Okay.
I hope to.
Okay.
Real soon.
Sounds like a
I had,
collaboration.
some friends that want me to kind of combine both art and music.
Mm.
So we came up with a little concept. You know, I'm gonna try to build on that. Have it later on in the year.
So let me guess. Let me see what this is. So some artists, some musicians you may or may not know. You guys they just playing some music and you're gonna visually do some art like right then. Is that what you're gonna do?
I may paint. I might paint live.
Yeah.
I will be playing
Oh.
along with
What?
A couple of other guest musicians. So
Ooh, my producer said nice.
yeah. So it's right now. It's all about getting
It's about the art.
a nice space.
Yeah.
Right.
It's about both.
Yeah.
Actually, I put a little bit more into art only because art comes a little bit more naturally.
Mm.
Music, I have to put effort.
Why?
I look at music for me as more of a talent than a gift. Art is a gift,
Okay.
for me.
Okay.
Because I wasn't taught to do that. You know what I
Okay.
mean? It's something that I just do.
Okay.
Music I was taught to do. I took music lessons, classically trained and whatnot. So so I'm trying to see about maybe combining both music and
Well,
art.
can you teach me how to play electric guitar?
I don't. I play keys. I don't play.
She's a keyboardist.
guitar.
Yeah.
I wish I could play guitar, but I play keys.
I wanted to play the drums at one point, but they said girls couldn't play.
No. Ooh, girls can rock. What?
Yes.
Yeah, no, real chicks rock all day. No, so we'll have to. Yeah, we'll have to connect you with some people so that dream, that part of your dream can come true.
And then you can
Right.
do something else.
You can do something else.
You know,
To me,
you got a whole laundry list of things.
yeah,
she does anyway,
yeah,
you know.
exactly. But for me, I calibrate all of this under the umbrella of art. Whether you're a musician,
absolutely. Right, yeah.
whether
Yeah.
you actually draw a visual artist, and I think Phyllis, have you done writing? Are you an author as well?
Yes.
Why are you getting shy about it? Come on.
Because let's go back.
Right, let's go back.
English was my worst subject,
Oh,
and
my
I flunked
No, you did not.
Lord.
Where, in college or in high school? When did you flunk?
college and junior high school.
Are you serious?
Yes, because again, I was painfully shy in a sense, but I'm getting choked up
No,
about it a little
take
bit
your
now.
time. Take your
But,
time.
Actually, it wasn't until my mid-20s
Mm-hmm.
that all of a sudden I'd find a napkin or a piece of paper and just start putting words down.
Words do it.
And they just kind of flow.
Yes.
And next thing you know, I published actually, I have 3 books. One is not published, but I've published 2 books of poetry.
Nice.
The first book was called Living Our Life,
Mm-hmm.
which is a book of poems and has my art in it. And then the second book, which, if you can see that, is my erotic book.
Oh.
Okay, we don't want to read too much of that.
Okay.
And then I've had a poem put into a book called Grits.
Nice. Who was the author? Was that a
Well, it was a collaboration of different writers, and it was put together by Amber N. Williams.
Nice. And what does GRIT stand for?
Girls raised in the
South.
And I am totally a Southern girl.
Are you really?
Yes.
Where are you from, Phyllis?
Well, actually, I was born in Portsmouth, Virginia. I'm a military brat, but I was raised in Nashville, Tennessee. After traveling from California, when parents got divorced, we ended up on grandma's couch
Okay.
and the porch.
Wow. Wow. And Lisa, where are you from?
I'm from Kansas City.
The Midwest.
That's right.
Is that where Olita Adams hangs out over there?
Yeah, she hangs out.
You
quite a
can
bit
meet
there.
me by railway.
Y'all
Right?
just went broke into song.
Yeah, I know. I told you, freestyle.
We couldn't help it. We couldn't help it.
Kansas City.
So you been in the military. So where is your latest home outside of Atlanta? Where did you come from? The last.
I moved to Atlanta 3 years ago from Tampa, Florida.
Okay.
I have to say hello to my daughters, who my oldest just graduated from college.
What?
Yeah.
Yes.
OMG.
Well, the oldest graduated from college, and my youngest is a sophomore in college. I am very, very
Awesome.
proud of both of them.
Awesome.
But hello to all my Kansas City family. You know, my mom's is there, my brothers. And my
She's doing
sister.
shout outs, y'all.
That's right. Happy Father's Day to everybody out
She's
there.
doing
All
shout-outs.
the fathers and the
Yeah, she's just a,
fathers. You don't know who's fathers.
So, ladies and gentlemen, Lisa Lee will be hosting the show today.
That's right.
I know she could cover it for me when I'm not here. Is it on? Is it on? Is it on? Is it on? So, would you guys be interested in doing a collaborative work together? Would that still be considered showcasing your own individual work if you partner with someone else?
Absolutely.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
And by the way, I'm just meeting Lisa today.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
just did not think that there's anybody else out there that I could connect it with all these multiple gifts.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Real chicks.
We do what we can. We do what we can to bring people together. So about empowering women. I'm really an advocate for people that push their dreams and believe in them. You know, so many times you think that you're by yourself. That's where fear
Right.
comes in. forms of depression, just procrastination because you feel that people don't get it. So one thing about the brand is that we always continue to try to align different forces and entities together so that you have a community of people that think the same, do the same, move the same in your area. So I thought it was just important that you guys got together to talk about it, because I've known Phyllis a little longer than Lisa, but and both of you have blessed me with pieces. So they're both in my home. So I'm like, this is awesome. You guys need to come together and share and talk about it. I want to talk a little bit about when you guys were in that space and you had to, life is hitting at you, right? For Phyllis, it was, don't do that now. This is not the place or time to do it. For Lisa, it was life, making some choices. I'm a wife, I'm a mom, and those type of things. What could you say to somebody today, now that you're here in this space and you look and you see all of your children, right, artistically? What could you tell somebody to say to encourage them to do what they do, to be an artist?
Personally, for me, and I feel you when you talk about the fear and because when I first got started, I would always compare myself with other artists, and that's like the worst thing that you can do. You know what I mean? Because even though you might think that your art is not as good as theirs, right. Somebody will like yours. There you go. Because it doesn't matter. So everybody has their own tastes and preferences or whatever. So I had to learn how to not be afraid to just do my thing, right? And not worry about is somebody gonna like this? Right. You know what I mean? So now in my mind, I do what I like. I do commissions and everything like that, but I do it whether or not anybody likes it, right? Because it's about me and loving myself first, and then if I can give back, I do that.
Yeah, it's very empowering because you're putting yourself first. And oftentimes we think that that's selfish. Prior to us getting to this point in life, we think that that's selfish, putting ourselves first. We're always supposed to be concerned about other people, give out, make sure everybody else is okay. And then what's left, we take those scraps and try to nurture ourselves off of it. But oftentimes, so many times, and we ignore it when we fly, first thing they tell you is when it drops down, the oxygen mask, you have to take care of yourself first before you can take care of everybody else. So the greatest gift that you can give to everyone is making sure you're your best. I guess that's the best way I can say that. So you have to make sure you have the nutrients you need so that when people see you and they come in your space, that's the best part of you or the best you that they're seeing. So what I'm saying is we need not take any shortcuts or have any deficits in our life, because then we're cheating everyone else that we allegedly care about. They can't see the real you, right?
And then another lesson that I've learned is, your journey is your own. You know what I mean? Right. So however fast or slow you're moving, right, just be okay with that. Yeah. You know what I mean? Don't try to move too fast. Don't try to skip over things or whatever. Just be okay with all the lessons and the experience that you're going to have in your own particular journey. You know what I mean? Because people are like, why don't you get a website? Why don't you do this?
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm all right where I am. I'm a little overwhelmed right now where I'm at. You know what I mean? I got a Facebook page, little Instagram,
it's
little
working.
joint.
It's working.
It's working.
It's working.
So when I get to the point where where I want to step up to the next level, it'll happen.
It'll happen.
You know what I
and
mean?
you put it out
I'll
there.
do it, and I'll put it out there.
Yeah, you put it out there because I believe that the universe is constantly listening to what we want, right? To your heart, your soul, and your desires. And you speak it and you put it out there, and then it provides the resources you need to make it happen. So then it's not overwhelming anymore. It's just happening. Right. It's just going to happen. So you just you said a lot of good things there, Lisa. One thing I want to encourage people that are listening is when you have a dream or a passion, don't let people talk you out of it, right? Sometimes you have to get up and change your seat, like where you sit and your environment, right? To be in the place where people can accept you for who you are and what you want to do. Now, I'm not an artist, but I'm all for it. Like I'm down with it, like 100%, because it is interesting. For me, I have to do things like this, right? Having a internet radio show to leave some type of legacy or footprint about what Real Chicks Rock is all about, right? But people will see that, your pieces, and know that. And I'm looking at Phyllis right now. They're going to look and see that you're telling a story.
And each one of them
has a story. It's based on what you feel, what you sense in your community. So oftentimes it's what you sense as a black woman, as a woman, and that is black, that is educated, that is an entrepreneur. I mean, you have a lot of different emotions and expressions that you put in. Oftentimes you want to give back. You pay homage to women and forerunners that have gone before us. And
Can
you
I speak on this?
You go right ahead. Yeah.
Well, first of all, I wanted to just say, I'm such a rebel and free-spirited person, but be bold, just simply be you, because we all have some type of gift to offer and give back. But this painting is my most present one, which I was just totally exhausted. And I did it around Mother's Day because at this point I have no mothers left.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so in my dreams I felt the ancestors, I guess, that came before. So I wanted to pay homage and just show them in some type of tangible way that I appreciate what they did, and I'm on their shoulders, as you can see here. And this woman here is my great-great-grandmother, and this is my grandmother as a little girl, and of course that's me when I was about 16, 17 years old with the fro.
Wow.
And of course it's Harriet Tubman.
Yes.
You know, she led the way, the Underground Railroad, and I'm leading it today as one of the leaders, the Above the Ground Railroad.
Wow.
Okay.
Say that.
Yeah.
Say that.
So that's important, to be able to leave your legacy. I don't have any kids, but I have a lot of nephews and nieces and extended children that I just try to be the best example as I can be. But do you make a difference,
leave an impact. All right.
It's something that you said earlier about not letting other people kind of drive. Don't let yourself talk yourself out of your own dream.
Lisa knows why I'm laughing. Why am I laughing, Lisa Lee?
Okay. So now I do have to admit that Michelle has been a lot of help for me as an artist, because Michelle knows that I'm horrible at selling anything. You know.
Yes, ma'am.
She I think she had chastised me about being so nice and you know,
and the pricing,
and don't devalue yourself.
No,
you know what I mean.
I've been where you've been.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because I'd be like, dang, for real?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes, that's how much it costs. Yes. I'm like, well, she's like, don't say anything. I don't want you to talk at all. I will do this. Michelle is actually my manager.
Okay,
so Michelle chastises me. All I want to do is paint.
That's all she wants to do. That's what artists want to do is just paint.
Like, I don't like that selling stuff.
The haggling, the sales, the back and forth, and all that stuff.
Who does that?
Nobody.
I don't do that.
But the other thing is, I think what we want people to get out of this is that oftentimes women don't necessarily give each other the right energy, right? We're not supportive of one another enough. And I think it's really incredible that you guys met and are connecting, because you need that. You need that support without any jealousy or animosity. There's enough for everybody, and I think people need to realize that.
A lot of us to begin with, as far as women, individual artists,
right?
You know what I mean? You go to these art shows,
a
whole bunch of guys,
yes.
You know what I mean? Now I've been working in predominantly male-dominated fields all my life.
All your life.
Military, you know.
IT.
Same thing here.
Same,
Barber,
same.
being a barber.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So when it comes to art too, you go to the art shows and 90% of the people in there are male.
Our male.
It's the same thing as musicians.
Yeah.
There's a lot of whole bunch of
guys.
male musicians. You know what I mean? So for us to come together, I mean, I think it's great.
It's awesome.
It's a beautiful thing.
And then you have melanin. You're women of color.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Beautiful women
We
of
came
color.
from Queens. Okay.
I'm messing with y'all. On that note, we're going to take a little break. Listen, if you want to hear the music that we listen to when we take a break, please download the InstinctRadio.net app so you can hear my DJ Comedic, providing the music for the show. We're going to take a few minutes, and when we come back, we're going to talk about the life of a visual artist. We're not done. See you in a few.
Are you being audited and do you owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes? Is the IRS threatening to take more of your money? Don't fight the IRS alone. The Tax Doctor is here to help you negotiate your tax bill and reduce your stress. The IRS can freeze your assets and seize your bank accounts, but you can stop these IRS actions. The Tax Doctor will work with you using our years of experience to represent your case to help you get the best resolution under the IRS guidelines. Help is here to deal with the IRS to reduce your stress. We've handled thousands of cases, so we know what we're doing. If you owe $10,000 or more in back taxes, do not call the IRS alone. Call a Tax Doctor now for a tax emergency analysis.
Call 800-586-7140.
So you've decided to go to college. That's cool. So pop quiz. Which is a better way to earn your degree? Commute to college and fill your gas tank, get stuck in traffic, drive in bad weather, try to find a parking space, walk a half mile to class, or learn online at Independence University. In the park on a bench, on the beach on a towel, or on your couch with your kid. Your campus is wherever you want it to be. You don't go to college. College goes to you. That's independence. That's Independence University. You schedule classes around your schedule, and all your supplies, including a brand new laptop and tablet, are included with tuition. At Independence U, you'll learn from professional instructors with real work experience. You'll get personal support in school and employment assistance when you graduate. Get your degree, but keep your life. That's independence. That's Independence University. So if you're really smart, you'd call now.
Call 1-800-681-2587.
Independence U for an independent you.
Call 1-800-681-2587.
Coconuts from my tree. Oh, not today. This time I won't just let you escape from me. Oh, not today.
Stay connected at urbanmusicreport.com for the hottest music features and videos, fashion reports, sports stories, entertainment news, and technology updates at urbanmusicreport.com. Stay connected.
We're back. We're back.
Are we live?
We're back with
we're live. Hey.
We're back with part 3. I'm sorry.
Sounding like my age.
The
Now,
ladies,
hold up.
the ladies are very funny. I'm sorry you had to be here. They had me kikiing. I was laughing. Sorry. We're focused. We're
Okay,
back.
let me
The
bring it
topic
down.
is the life of a visual artist. And so we want to pick up kind of where we left off before we took the break when we were talking about when these ladies enter the room. First of all, there's not a lot of female visual artists that they know of, right, in their community, in their circle of friends. And so when they tend to go to art shows, it's pretty much 90% of the people there that are artists are men. And so we wanted to kind of pick up with that conversation prior to the break. So ladies, how does that feel? You walk in there. Lisa was sharing with me an example that she's selling her art and she has a male friend that's with her. And people just automatically gravitate to the male person with the assumption that he did the art and not Lisa. So how does that, Lisa, how do you feel about that? I mean, that's pretty whack, but that's what it is, right?
Yeah, it has you feeling some type of way.
Okay.
But, it is what it is. And there's people, I guess that's just how people just assume that the dude is the artist, And then when I tell them it's me, it's like, oh, it's you? You're a real artist? As opposed to what, the fake one? Yeah, I'm a real artist. You know what I'm saying? So
that's not the response you wanted to hear or expected to hear.
You're like I'm a pretender or actress or something.
Is there like a certain look? Like I don't think that people have a certain look to be an artist.
I slept at Howard Johnson last night. You know what I mean? Of course I'm the artist.
I'm a little bit different. I walk up in that piece and like I am the what man.
I'm gonna get a T-shirt that says I am the artist.
The whoa man, be bold. But like with me, I don't really care
I'm
for.
only 8 months in.
Oh, stop that!
You sound like you just had a baby. Okay, but check this out. I don't really care for galleries anymore because galleries get away from people buying the art. You get people up in there eating cheese, sipping wine, and hooking up, and forget all about the art.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I've been in, male-dominated spaces and places, be it the barbering field.
Right.
Yeah.
But we were finally acknowledged in 2013. I was in the top 25, being the top female barbers across the U.S.
That's
awesome. We were coming from all different walks of life, different cities and states, different skin tones. So we broke that barrier. So it's time for us to break the barrier with the visual artists. But we've always been there. It's just that we never get any kind of exposure. Okay. So that's why we're here, to do that.
Well, I'm trying to expose myself.
But, you sure about that?
She is very naked. She's very sure.
So, oh my goodness. Okay, my mind is going. Hold up.
Right.
We're back to the art.
Yes, please.
Okay. Where were we?
The men.
Hey, you're the one writing erotica.
My everyday true, but we're gonna get this about art right here.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna get on that in a minute. But
let's talk about that.
And that's why I didn't bring any of those pieces because we would stay too much. Okay. On the erotic
one. So you can talk about that.
7 is enough for
us.
That's
we can see that.
Okay, we're gonna
beautiful.
Okay.
This is a PG show. This is Sunday.
Really?
Yeah. We keep it clean on Real Chicks Rock.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Phyllis, so because of the line of work I am in, the barbering.
Yes.
Some of my favorite people are men. Buying and loving my art.
Really? Okay.
Yes. So, it's just that I think it's been a stereotype thing for men to just be in those leadership positions. But for me, I can take lead in that.
Okay.
Okay. They can, chill. I'm not going to say that you can take over, but you can just chill. I don't want to sound like, I'm bringing the man on down and everything, but
so when
I am a woman.
So when you're at work, cutting hair, styling, creating visual art that way, because I've seen some of your work, you're good doing
hair
that.
Is art.
It is art. You do a great job in that. You also have your pieces in the shop so people can purchase, or how does that work?
No, we're not allowed to have, paintings in the barber shop.
Okay.
So most of my stuff is in my space
where
I live and in storage and in the homes of people who have bought my work. And I want to give a shout out to all those people out there who own original pieces of my work, which is all over the U.S.
Wow.
All over, not just locally. In fact, most of my pieces are owned by people from all over the U.S.
And let's talk about that. That's awesome. How did you get the word out? How did people find out about you?
Okay. Well, my family members have always known, and in college, I was known as the artist, and I really got a lot of exposure because I'm a member of Delta Sigma Theta
I knew she was going to say that. Yes, I knew she was going to say that.
I cannot forget myself. So, being a part of the sorority, I would do all the flyers,
Yes.
the posters, anything that needed to be done visually. I was there, and so I became known as not only Phil but the artist.
Okay. So the word spread through that.
Yes, and then I went back to college again to become a fashion designer.
Really?
Yes, I have other gifts. I'm just pretty modest about them.
Very modest.
Yeah.
Wow. Is that one of your fashion things on your head?
Yes, it is. Recently, I just decided to experiment in wearable art. And this hat I'm wearing is one piece where I experimented with spray paint and images to come up with some eclectic art and also tell a story. This image is of Angela Davis,
Yes.
who is one of my role models. And I think it's cool.
Awesome. Are you going to do other pieces besides hats? Maybe T-shirts or
When
other
you guys
things?
were talking about superheroes before the Wonder Woman movie came
Yes.
out, my branding manager in LA, hello Shannon Wynn Productions, she asked me, she commissioned me to do a Black Wonder Woman, and it's on my par art, a little short video, and she has the afro.
Okay.
It's a hot pink.
Awesome.
So I can put images on whatever you want.
Okay. Talk to me a little bit about the entrepreneur side of this, the ups and the downs of it, because it's not easy trying to
No,
sell your
it's-
pieces.
Right. Okay. At first, I used to just give my art away because I felt like I would bless people just giving
Okay.
away. And then my friends, they were like, "Stop it." And I'm like, "What?"
Yeah. I
Stop
pretty
it.
much went through the same
Turn
thing.
it into
Yeah.
a business. And you used to hear the term starving artist until I've been to a couple of meetings for visual artists. We decided we're not going to use that. We're not starving artists because at that point we're just turning it into a business.
Right,
Okay.
right.
It's like anything else. You come and get your hair cut or get your hair done for a price, right? So you
Yeah.
have to
Yeah.
now set value on your art. Okay, and now that can be kind of complicated because back in the day, again, I'm trying to tell my age, there were like small eclectic groups of art collectors who paid big prices for art. But as time went on, when you incorporated like with hip hop, with art, they only want to buy a print or whatever for $5 or $10, which devalued the art.
Right.
But I feel like there's some type of breakthrough now with the art, whereas you can price it where it's affordable. So, in other words, if someone wanted to buy an original piece of art, don't go down on your price. You can make prints from your art, and have it reasonable for other people to buy.
Okay. But that doesn't downgrade it when you do the prints of the original pieces? That doesn't downgrade it?
Well, you have like what you call special editions. You as
Okay.
your own being self-employed or entrepreneur of your own art, you have control on how many prints you want to print of that original piece.
Okay.
And you can cut it off.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Makes sense. Do you do prints for your pieces, Phyllis?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
My artwork can be on greeting cards, prints, canvas, T-shirts,
Wow.
hats, bags, books, you name it.
The whole thing.
The whole gamut.
Wow. And how long have you been an entrepreneur? Would you say?
With the
With the
arts?
arts. Yeah, with the art side.
Again, let's go back to college. Back in college, my friends used to want me to put comic book characters like Betty Boop, Mickey Mouse on T-shirts and stuff. I would say through college, like, 'cause
Okay.
at least that was enough to pay for a phone bill or get something to eat or a cute outfit. But to take it seriously, now that I have my own business, art, which is Par Art LLC, it's been going on for 7 years.
Nice. Nice, nice. Lisa, talk to me a little bit about your exposure as an entrepreneur. The pros and cons. Good, bad, ugly?
Well, since I'm a little baby in this whole
Is she still on that?
Okay.
Engineer is like,
And here now you have graduated to
my producer said,
Right, but you know, Phyllis who's like been in the
Yeah,
business
Phil's been
forever.
doing it since 3. But you said,
you
Lisa,
have the
don't
other-
compare.
right. You are your own individual.
Yeah,
So,
go.
you know, so I'm learning a lot
Every day.
about
Every day.
the business,
Mhm.
the art.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Because like you know, like I said before, all I want to do is paint. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I have to get people to help me. Michelle helps me, and a lot of other people give me advice, and I get a lot of advice from a lot of other artists who've been doing it longer than I have. So I'm just in the, you know, I'm in learning mode, which I enjoy.
Okay.
Yeah, I enjoy that.
But it's profitable, right? You've made the transition from just doing it, keeping it, doing it, giving it away, doing it, and getting paid
that
for it.
whole era of giving it away didn't
It's
last
gone.
very long.
It's gone. It's done.
Erase.
It didn't last very long. You know, and then I've been pretty fortunate. I've done probably about 15 original pieces, and
Excellent.
In your 7 to 8 months.
right, and I'd say about 6 of them originals have been sold.
Nice.
So I sell a lot of prints though. I've learned about the whole print game.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Yeah,
you know,
prints move
that
too.
help. They
They
move
go.
and they're pretty profitable too.
Do you like bigger pieces, Lisa? I mean, you just get off on this canvas. Look at this. You like bigger pieces versus a small?
I started off small.
Okay.
And I started off doing things really small. Nothing bigger than the 16 by 20. Or
Okay.
something like that.
Okay.
But I don't know. Just like one of those things where I was inspired to do something bigger.
How
So
big
I
is
did.
that? How big is Prince over
That's
there?
36 by 48.
That can't even get in the door.
Yeah.
That can't even get in the car. Can't get in the car.
48.
36 by
Yeah.
40. That's a big boy.
Yeah.
That's a big thing there.
I would love to do a mural. I would love to do
Ooh.
some really big things. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
So it's a goal that I'm kind of throwing out there for
It's gonna
something
happen.
I want to do really soon.
It's clicking. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, so I want to do a mural or something really really big.
Mm-hmm.
So I started doing bigger pieces. The Tupac right there on the floor. That's
All eyes.
All eyes on me.
Yeah.
Tupac's
The
birthday
black.
was Friday, wasn't it?
Yeah, his birthday. I did that for his birthday. It was
Isn't
one of
it
those
nice?
things where it was weird because, like you said, we're moody. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So I've been working on a commission piece, and I was frustrated
With the commission
with
work.
the commission piece because I was really trying to get a particular part of it just right, and it just wasn't working out for me. So I got a little frustrated. I dropped it for a while, and I was like, I'm just gonna turn a page and just sketch something. So I just sketched out Tupac right there, and I felt better after that.
You released it.
I
You
released
released
that frustration, put it into Tupac. So you know, that's how we go. But I think that was
That's a beautiful
only
piece.
20 something by 20 something. I don't know.
Yeah, and that's just drawing. Is that paint too?
That's charcoal
charcoal stuff.
pencil.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Wow.
you know, drawing is the thing that it's like my foundation. So when you do see the sketch, like we were saying before, the sketches are great. The painting's good too, but the sketches are good too. So,
Now, Lisa, tell the people how you sketch and paint. What are you doing in the background? What's going on when you're doing that? Tell the people.
what are you
Lisa,
doing? What's up there?
Tell people how you get down, because I saw it when I went to pick up my commission work, and I was like, interesting. So how do you draw and paint?
Well, I'm one of those. I can't have quiet. I have to have something going on.
Okay.
Right.
You know what I mean? Either it's blasting music
Or
you know, or
watching
Netflix.
Right. Right.
Yes, I'm a Netflix junkie, and I do paint and draw when I watch Netflix.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Because I will marathon something and
Yeah.
and I'll just be on the road for
Yeah,
hours,
yeah.
painting and watching Netflix.
Yeah, and then she'll stop and come around the picture and say, "Did they just
Is that what?
And then she'll go back and
Wait a minute, he's dead. You know, it doesn't bother me. You know what I mean? So I have to have, you know, I have to have that. I have to have noise.
And I'm just the opposite.
Is that right, Phyllis? Tell the people how you get down when you draw and paint. What is the background for you? Is it absolute quiet?
Not. I like lounge music.
Okay.
Or some house music.
Okay.
So with me, I would consider myself a romantic painter.
Really?
I like candles. I sit back, meditate. You know, waddle in it. You know, just get myself together. And then at that point, I'm gone. And I don't like to paint with the canvas on the easel. I like to paint Indian style.
Oh, wow.
Like
okay.
Sitting in the middle of the space.
And then going for it.
Yeah. And I don't use paintbrushes. I use Q-tips in my hands.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
At one point,
interesting.
Q-tip. Yeah.
Whoa. So
That's
all of
pretty
these
cool.
pieces are done with a Q-tip?
No, mostly my hand.
Most your hand. No brushes.
Yeah. That's
I don't really like
that's
brushes.
pretty cool.
And
Now,
why? Because it takes
Because
away
I
from.
like for you to touch. I have the magic touch.
Ooh, you should feel this energy in this room. She's like, I want you to touch it.
Touch, feel, yeah.
Ooh, if you ain't an artist.
She's exposing herself for this time.
For real, Phyllis. Wow. I didn't know that. And I've seen your pieces. I did not know that.
That's nice.
That's awesome. That even adds more quality to it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You are really connecting with the piece.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Exactly.
Yeah.
And I want people to connect and, you know, I like to hear other people's interpretations.
Right.
And then I give them my story because everybody's going to
Interpret
it
Differently.
Yeah.
Differently.
Yeah.
Have you ever drawn a bowl of fruit, Phyllis? You never did that, did you?
Yeah, I
You
paint-
did?
I can paint in different styles.
Okay.
Meaning that I can paint abstract, cityscape, folk,
Okay.
which is like, you know, the elder people, urban art, which this is my, well, it's hidden over here, but that's my rendition of Basquiat and Andy Warhol. But notice I put the afro on Andy
Warhol. Oh,
and
wow.
there was a reason for that, because I felt like Andy Warhol kind of subtracted from the Basquiat's limelight back in the day, and I didn't appreciate
You
that.
didn't.
I don't want to get too, but yeah.
Yes.
So
Ooh.
like I said, each painting has a story to it, and like this painting here with the colors on it, the pink and the yellow. The title of that one's called Meeting of the Minds. It was supposed to be something else, but I saw three faces.
Yeah, I see him too. It's nice.
I thought it was supposed to be three faces.
Yeah.
Actually, it just,
Yeah, I see three different faces.
again, I just see stuff.
And you just go for it. The interesting thing about having you both here is that you're totally different in what you guys produce, which is interesting. It allows people to know that there's no right or wrong way in doing this. Whatever you feel is what you can put on the canvas. And you guys look at things or feel things differently, even from an inspirational perspective. Phyllis, you tend to draw from things that are more Afrocentric. You're just religious or spiritual. Spiritual, not religious, but spiritual. Things that kind of move our soul. And Lisa kind of looks at things more from a music appreciation, artistic. Just when you look at it, you instantly know what it is. But what draws most people in is the level of detail in it. Because it's not just, okay, I'm just going to draw this and paint this. It's like she's gotten every piece of ab that Prince has down to the hair on his chest and the whole thing and the shadow on his face. And so it's just, and the lips and the whole thing and how he would hold his fingers, his hands, so I even see a nipple. Help me, God. There's a nipple there.
Yes, I'm exposing nipples now. Yes.
There's everything. So the detail there is just incredible. I admire you,
No,
ladies.
I do admire that Phyllis is so broad.
Yes,
for art.
she is.
I've learned. Well, you know, everybody has the thing that they like to do most, or the thing that they're really good at. With my artistic journey, my plan is to just try and do everything. You know, I'm gonna do an abstract one day. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna do, you know, spray painting and all that. I'm gonna try all that. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna limit myself to just right at this moment in time. You know what I mean? Portraits and you know, it's what I do right now. Maybe 6 months from now, I might be doing a bunch of abstract. It just doesn't. There is no limit to what you can do.
Art is everywhere.
Art is everywhere.
Just do whatever.
Do you guys see this because you guys have other professions, careers? You have two careers in your head and your mind. Do you see that your art is going to take you out of your barber profession and you out of IT? Do you think it can do that for you?
Your barbership is more art. That's art. She's got that.
So she's
art.
already in art. You think that's art already?
For
I would
me
think, right?
Is that I want to be able to see the youth emulate or take on some of these gifts.
Okay.
So it's distributing these gifts into the next
using that
generation.
barbership to launch that, right?
No, not actually. Just all the different gifts.
Okay.
And with the art, like I have a few small pieces. What I've started to do is to take images from the past, like Black history, images such as Muhammad Ali, Shirley Chisholm. Most people think that President Obama was the first African American to run for president, but
Shirley
Shirley
Chisholm was.
Yep.
Female.
Okay. She broke the barrier. And also incorporate my poetry into my art, which down here you see an image of President Obama, but around his image is my original poem called Obama, the Chosen One.
Nice.
So I'm telling stories through my art, and I use a lot of symbols. And
I see a symbol on that piece in the back, the eye, the third eye.
Again, the eye is the window to the soul. So here, that's the quote on there is a take from a house music track. I love house music, and this piece is like a self-portrait of me because I had the opportunity to go to this big art event down in Miami called the Wynwood District.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, I would like to have a museum. That's how big I think.
Wow.
Because I want
awesome.
People, kids to come by and touch and be inspired. Because on a political level, we know that they're subtracting from the arts. Especially people of color. We need this in our communities, in our culture, so that these children who are, to me, really actually gifted, they won't just say that there's something wrong with them, their behavior. They have to have somewhere to channel their energy.
Do we think because there's so much technology today that our children are moving away from that artistic side? Because I grew up, there was only like a few channels on TV. There wasn't cable. So people tend to doodle more, maybe sing, maybe made clothes, maybe did hair, because you didn't have 200 channels on cable to consume you. So you think do you think we still have an opportunity to get to our children?
Yes, we do, because if you just take the Civil Rights Museum or Dr. King's house.
Yes.
Children dream. They have the answers. Did I just tell you I knew I was an artist at 3 years old?
3.
I see it in your son.
Yeah.
Okay. So if they see it, they feel it, and they can taste it and touch it, be it that it's the visual arts, dance, music, DJing, fashion, music, instruments, theater, the whole gamut.
Right.
They can dream, and people like myself, Lisa, and you, we can pass that wisdom back, or those gifts back into us.
Lisa, comments on that?
Yeah, what she said. No, but what we were talking about with I don't plan on being in IT. As a matter of fact, people ask me that every day.
Yes.
Why are you still working?
It's temporary.
Because I have to.
Yeah, it's temporary.
For now.
For now.
One day, I'll take it. I'll be at the point where my art will support me.
At your pace, at your time.
Yeah. I'm okay with working right now. I mean, I don't have a problem with it. So, but all things in time.
All things in time.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to take another break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about how you can get at these ladies artistically when we come back. So we'll take a few minutes. We'll see you when we return.
Are you being audited and do you owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes? Is the IRS threatening to take more of your money? Don't fight the IRS alone. The Tax Doctor is here to help you negotiate your tax bill and reduce your stress. The IRS can freeze your assets and seize your bank accounts, but you can stop these IRS actions. The Tax Doctor will work with you using our years of experience to represent your case to help you get the best resolution under the IRS guidelines. Help is here to deal with the IRS to reduce your stress. We've handled thousands of cases, so we know what we're doing. If you owe $10,000 or more in back taxes, do not call the IRS alone. Call a Tax Doctor now for a tax emergency analysis.
Call 800-586-7140.
So you've decided to go to college. That's cool. So pop quiz. Which is a better way to earn your degree? Commute to college and fill your gas tank, get stuck in traffic, drive in bad weather, try to find a parking space, walk a half mile to class, or learn online at Independence University. In the park on a bench, on the beach on a towel, or on your couch with your kid. Your campus is wherever you want it to be. You don't go to college. College goes to you. That's independence. That's Independence University. You schedule classes around your schedule, and all your supplies, including a brand new laptop and tablet, are included with tuition. At Independence U, you'll learn from professional instructors with real work experience. You'll get personal support in school and employment assistance when you graduate. Get your degree, but keep your life. That's independence. That's Independence University. So if you're really smart, you'd call now.
Call 1-800-681-2587.
Independence U for an independent you.
Call 1-800-681-2587.
From my tree. Oh, not today. This time I won't just let you escape from me. Oh, not today.
Stay connected at urbanmusicreport.com for the hottest music features and videos, fashion reports, sports stories, entertainment news, and technology updates at urbanmusicreport.com. Stay connected.
Hello, we are back. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate all the shares, the what's ups, the thank yous, the highs, and all that. You know me, guys. If you've watched me previously, you know I don't do the social media too much while I'm live on the show because I really want to give my undivided attention to the topic, to the guests. So forgive me if I don't respond to you when you're saying hello to me. I get to you right after the show is over. Thank you. But yes, so we are here. The topic is the life of a visual artist, and we've gotten some good exchange, some good information. I'm just honored and thankful that these ladies are here today. I think the end of the day, what these two, if I can be boldly in saying, is they want to leave a legacy. They want to leave something behind so people can remember them for their work, their contributions, what they were thinking at that time when they did it, what was in their heart and their soul. So art is a beautiful way to express that, not only musically through music, but through art, through a visual a piece of art, so that people can understand where you were at that time. Tell the people what's going on next for you. I think we talked about it throughout our conversation, but Phyllis, are you in the works? You're thinking, you're masterminding possibly another show, one-woman show this year. Is that going to happen? We'd like to see that.
Well, this is off to the side, but I'm headed within a week or so down to New Orleans to promote my beard balm.
Beard balm?
Yes.
What? Did she say that? Beard balm.
For men who have beards.
Is that right?
Yes.
That's the entrepreneur thing.
Yes, it is.
So I'm lost. What does that do? What is
it? Softens up those Brillo pad beards. It makes their beard feel
soft,
like silk,
and you want to touch it.
And you just want to
right.
You just want to lay in.
Oh,
okay. I'm
like, wait a minute, what?
He said, pump the brakes. All right.
Hello.
So you're going to New Orleans to do that?
Yes.
Will you be taking any art? No one.
Yes.
Okay.
I will be taking small pieces of art.
Okay.
Because it's going to be a quick trip.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm hoping to collaborate here with Lisa. Real Chicks Rock, because I'm stirring around some ideas.
Yes, I see him.
All this art.
I see it.
So that I can get that museum one day.
Yes. You want it here in Atlanta, or where would you want it?
Actually, I would like for it to be here in Atlanta, since I've been here over 20-something years.
Yes.
But,
okay.
I would like to, hold boot camps.
Yes.
For youth in 7 major cities.
Wow.
And Atlanta would be one.
Yes.
Nashville, Tennessee,
mm-hmm.
LA,
mm-hmm.
Chicago,
mm-hmm.
Detroit,
mm-hmm.
Indianapolis. So shout out to me if you would like to collaborate. That's what I'm most interested in.
That's what you're interested in doing. The boot camps for the kids.
Yes.
Is there an age group that you're channeling or wanting to work with?
8 to 20.
Why not 3? It worked for you at 3.
Well, because it's a boot camp. You're right. You're right. And I have some, I'll travel back to the little baby.
Yeah.
But I'm concerned about the youth right now because all the craziness that's happening in the world.
Yes.
And I want to make sure we grab their attention because, again, back in the barbering field, I'm interacting with a population of college guys. And I stay up on what's going on. So social network is the thing. So I feel like if they can focus on something in the arts, then we have their attention, but we need now the space and the funding to put on these events.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
So it's a couple of things you want to achieve. You want the museum, you want the boot camps, you want the boot camps to be national. Yes. Not only just here, and then international. The target age is from 8 to 20. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes, and it could be any participant. I'm would like to deal with adults too.
Right. So anyone, all is welcome is basically what you're saying for the boot camps.
Yes.
8 to 20. The best way to get at you, Phyllis, how can people reach you? What's your mechanism? How can they get at you?
You can reach me at my email, which is par.art.llc@gmail.com. And I'll put my telephone number out there. Doesn't mean I'm always going to answer, but leave a voicemail. It's 678-851-2947. Did you say light skin?
Light skin issues.
That's what she said. We don't have.
Hey, somebody told me that. You don't answer no text. You don't answer your phone.
Oh my
God. Light skin people do it.
Okay. No, boo. We're going to scratch that off the recording. Go.
Okay, so you can also reach me on Instagram, which is Adair's Art or Adair's Edge. And you spell that ADAIRSART or Adair's Edge, ADAIREDGE.
Okay. On the gram.
On the gram and the Twitter.
And
the Tumblr.
And you have a Facebook page too, right?
Yes. Oh, my personal Facebook page is Phyllis Robinson. That's so serious, but yeah, that's it.
And then you have a Par Art LLC Facebook page, right?
Yes, I forgot about Facebook, which is my first major mechanism. It's Par Art LLC.
Okay.
And Adair Art.
Yeah, you got a lot going on.
If you ask to be a part of my page, I'm gonna scout you out and make sure you're not a stalker.
We don't deal with crazy.
No, I'm gonna leave that alone.
Yeah,
too.
yeah. All right. So, Lisa, right, goals. Where do you see yourself from an artist perspective? What do you want? What do you want to be when you grow up? Because you're still only 7 to 8 months in the game.
Yes, I'm only 7, 8 months.
So when you grow up, what do you want for
artist.
Lisa Lee Artistry? Where do you see that? Where do you want it to be?
I don't really know
Okay.
right now.
All right.
Because it's so early, and I'm just trying to learn as much as I can right now.
Mm-hmm.
Once I get to the point where I'm in that niche, and I know what I'm doing.
Okay.
Maybe I can put some goals to it.
Okay.
But I'm enjoying.
You are.
The learning experience.
You are.
With the art. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I try to challenge myself as much as possible to go to the next level. So, one of these days I'll have big goals and dreams. Right now I'm just I'm just learning. Loving to learn. I'm just enjoying everything.
Yeah, yeah. So for commission work, how can people get at you to have a piece commissioned?
You can contact me at lisaleeartistry@gmail.com. I'm on Facebook, Lisa Lee Artistry. IG is Lisa Lee Artistry. Just hit me up and we could talk about it. And if I can say one thing about commission pieces, just recently I did a piece for a friend at work, and she wanted to give her husband a painting of his mother for Father's Day. And I think this is the one thing about this whole journey that just touches me the most is the times when I present the piece to the customer and they love it. They smile, they laugh, they cry. Yesterday she presented the piece to her husband and he just wept. And I wasn't ready for that. So I was like in shock. I'm sure I had my mouth hanging open. I was like, oh my God. And then I'm trying to ask her, is he crying? And she's crying. So I'm like, oh Lord, she's crying too. Yeah. You know what I mean? But it touched me with their, just to know that, what I did helped somebody else. And it moved him to tears. You know what I'm saying? That was like the best feeling ever. You know what I mean? I would do that for free. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm just that much passionate about it. Don't take that literally though.
I know. you right.
For free.
Right. You don't want to do
But, if I had to I would.
You would do that.
Yeah, so Lisa Lee Artistry, straight across the board. LASALEEARTISTRY.
Okay. One last piece. You guys both are community focused women, right? Do you have a organization that you support, Lisa, or want to work with?
Not at the moment. I do put on a music show every year called One Hell of a Night, and we're trying to ramp that up again. And we don't really just pick one organization. We pick a organization every year to support and have all the proceeds. Just keep in tune for that. It's coming up soon.
Good. Phyllis, I know you got a couple of people or things that you touch. You want to mention a few of those so people understand that all that you do is not just for you, it's for others?
Right. I am totally a community activist.
Yes.
And let's just say presently I've been asked to be on the board for the James Hardy Foundation, Jazz Foundation at Clark University.
Nice.
And I'm so excited about that.
Nice.
Mr. Hardy is, Dr. Patterson, for most that know him, is almost 90 years old, and he still conducts the orchestra, with all the musical instruments. So, next would be the Action Not Words project, which my sorority sister, Charlene Edwards, is the founder of the Action Not Words project, and it's been in existence for over 7 years. And presently she has a farm and a garden up in the Stone Mountain area, which people can buy organic foods, kale, spinach, cucumbers, what have you. So it's important for me to consistently participate with her because we're concerned about putting healthy foods in our system. Also, I've worked with foster care kids in the community. So I try to be a mentor or a great example for them. And of course, I want to start my own so I could be able to give scholarships.
There
out.
you go.
And I forgot, Real Chicks Rock. Most important.
Yes.
Michelle invited me a couple months ago to the Teen Expo, which deals with young women and helping to empower and raise their self-esteem and give them an opportunity to express themselves and how they want to design their life.
Right.
And I so appreciate you for always being there for me to help support, and I do anything I can.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You ladies have been awesome. I didn't hear Pancakes and Booze. Is that what it is? Art? What's our next show? What's the show?
Coming up next month, I'll be participating in Pancake and Booze. It's a pop-up art show here in Atlanta at the Georgia Freight Depot, July 21st.
22nd?
21st. July 21st. You should know that as my art manager.
No, I thought it was on the 22nd.
July 21st.
Is that a Friday night?
Yes, it is.
The chaos.
Yes, it is. Friday night.
I thought it was Saturday.
Come on out.
I was going to be late. I thought it was Saturday. That's even better. That freed up my calendar even more. Yes, I'll be there with bells on. I want to thank these ladies for
I'm not sure if I gave a shout out to one very important
We
person.
doing
My
shout-outs?
branding manager in LA, Shannon Wynn.
You did, but now she got it twice.
She would hurt me.
No, you said it. Now,
Okay,
Shannon,
because
twice. She said
we
it twice.
need our cheerleaders, our
Yes.
supporters to keep our stuff organized.
Yeah.
Organized chaos.
Yes. Shannon, call me. I'd like to know your tips so I can keep this one together. Over here, Lisa is good. So listen, ladies, I want to thank you guys for coming. It was fun. You is free to express yourself. Your artwork is beautiful. We wish you nothing but more continued success in everything that you do. I look forward to being able to collaborate, partner, support, sponsor, promote, do whatever I can to raise the vibration and raise the awareness, especially with children, especially with just people in general wanting to get their dreams out. That's what we want to do. There's a lot of things going on. It is park season here in Atlanta. Yes. Yay. So the weather is warm. I got the arms out today because it's hot. Shouts out to ATL Greenhouse today at Piedmont Park. When we finish up here, Phyllis and I, we're going to go over there to support the house music scene and the movement that's going on. So you guys, if you are in the Atlanta area, go out there. It's a free event, free for everybody. Family friendly, fun, all of that good stuff. Shouts out to everybody that came for the record last week, 2 weekends ago, June 4th. It was
female DJs.
Tell them, Phyllis, say it again.
The female DJs.
Oh, it was something. It was something
God.
Nice. So yes, thank you guys for coming out to do that. I celebrated a birthday last week.
Happy birthday.
So did Lisa. We did it together. So
and I got one coming up July 4th.
See,
bam,
it's just that season. It's just that time of year. So it's a lot of different things going on. One other thing I want to shout out is the Atlanta Ice Cream Festival. I am the volunteer coordinator. And so that's happening July 22nd. That's where I got my dates mixed up. So I apologize, Lisa. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
So it is at the wonderful Piedmont Park. Free entry for all. Come on out there. Enjoy. Bring your families and friends and all that. We're going to go from 10 a.m. to about 6. So come and join us. So lots more to come. A lot of things to do. Lisa and I, we do promotions and things like that. Shouts out to Hot Ice Entertainment.
Word.
We do all that. So, yeah, we got a lot of things going on. But for now, we adjourn this conversation.
Hey, one more thing. Happy Father's Day.
Yes.
To all the fathers out there. All the daddies.
Yes.
All the daddies.
Yeah.
All the daddies who are only daddies this one day
Just today,
of the year.
Just happy Father's Day
You know,
to everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Enjoy your day. And until the next time, continue to rock on.
Let's go.
a hero.